Hello guys and welcome back. For today's review, we'll be looking at a pretty sweet tool called RenderCut. RenderCut allows you to upload your short form videos where you can then add stylish subtitles, use the AI to add emojis in clever places. You can change the font size, you can change the style, add animation, auto B-rolls, and a whole lot more. And it's very fast and fluid in comparison to other tools. RenderCut has one goal, and that is to make your short form content look absolutely amazing. It doesn't try to overdo it with features, and what it does extremely well. So RenderCut is currently running a lifetime deal on Appsumo, and you can get it for low as $49, and it goes all the way up to 3 tiers, and that's $147, which price-wise is very reasonable. Now, there's a few differences to note across the tiers, and the most important one is the video uploads per month. So starting out, you have 25, which is quite generous, and it goes all the way up to 75, which is fine for most people. Also, the processing time, so up to 3 minutes per video, and then it's up to 7 minutes per video. So that's not too high, but when you consider that is short form content, you don't really need it above 7 minutes. You also get unlimited projects across all tiers and auto B-rolls. And the megabytes upload per video is 500 for the $49 payment, and it goes all the way up to 1 GB. And if your video goes over, you can always compress it slightly to a lower quality and it will be fine still, I'm sure. And if you'd like to buy RenderCut, I will leave a link in the description below. It is affiliated, but it would really help a lot and I'd appreciate it. Okay, so let me show you what RenderCut is all about. Now, I'm only on the free trial version, so I get 5 videos, which is quite good for this kind of tool. And I can't access this project area, but it does allow you to organize your videos, so that's always quite handy. So I created one project, which was a sample project, and this is it here. And you have all these features that you can go into: template, style, captions, B-rolls, boost. And it sounds pretty simple, but there is more advanced options in each of those settings. So to start a new project or upload a new video, you just go to upload video, and then this little pop-up screen will appear, and here is where you'll add your file. So you can upload in MP4, WebM, and MOV, and that's up to 500 megabytes. Depending on which tier you chose, this will obviously be different. So let's select one of our files. Okay, so here's a shorts video that I found from vidIQ. So it hasn't got any captions, which I was surprised about, but let's use this one as an example. Once you've chosen your language, you just go to upload, and now it will say uploading, and it takes just a few seconds to do this, really quick, and now it is initializing and it's analyzing the video. Okay, so this is where we can customize our shorts video, and straight away you will see that the layout is very easy to navigate around. First of all, you have your templates where you can choose your captions template. So they have some of the popular ones here. They have RenderCut Modern, and if we go to play.
So your YouTube Shorts views have recently exploded, haven't they? But the problem is, they're kind of...
You'll see that looks pretty good. Then you got RenderCut Classic, Mr. Beast, which is popular. And there's all the big ones here. I like Rubica and Hormozy. They could have more. There's definitely more out there, but it's a good starting point. Before we check out the other options, one of the things I would like to see is the option to add in a Shorts URL straight into the video area where you can upload one. So once you've chosen your template, there is a whole host of options here. You go to style and look at all this. You can really make your text exactly how you want it to appear. So first of all, you've got the font family. They have a few of the most popular fonts. It's not the biggest selection, but it's enough to get you by. You can choose the font weight, so that's always handy. You can change the size, click auto fit, and it will put it back to where it thinks it should go. You can even upload your own font, and when you've finished adjusting your settings here. You can even save the template and use in your future videos. Now we also have font position, so if I drag that up and down, you'll see it move. You can have the text in uppercase or off, italic, alignment, and of course you can change the colors. So the primary color is white. Of course, we can change this to a nice purple, the fill color. So we'll come to that in a sec because we haven't got that option on. And you can have a background if you want. So we could have a nice light blue. And that hasn't changed anything yet because, and why isn't that changing? Because the opacity is right down. And there you go, you'll see that appear in the back. Now there's even more options. There's the stroke color, which can look good depending on what you choose. So I might want yellow, that kind of stands out. You can have it large, medium, small. You can add some shadow color, which does kind of look quite cool. And obviously I wouldn't have my text like this, but I'm just giving you an example of what you can achieve. You can even choose the words per group. So if you had too many words, such as 3 or 4, you could group that to 2 words per time. I might want 3 words, and the more you add, the more it will add in. And this is a really quick, easy way to do this. And next up, we've got word animation. So at the moment, it's on none. If I go to fill, you will see that it's now using this green color. And if I just hit play.
On March the 31st, 2025, YouTube changed the way they count views.
I mean, how cool is that? That looks super effective, and it's something I don't often see in shorts videos. So this is additional kind of feature that they have, which I think will set the bar for other platforms. We've then got highlights, so if I press play.
From shorts. Previously, a short had to be viewed for a...
Once again, very eye-catching. Then you've got background highlight.
...certain number of seconds before it actually counted as...
And that looks really good. So the last one is background highlight grow.
As a view. That's where this analytic, which compared views...
And if you minimize the amount of words per time, it would look a lot better. At the moment, it's going over the side. Let's go back to fill. That was quite nice. And next up, we've got animation settings. So it's on pop at the moment. You can just have it as basic. You can have flip.
Versus swiped away was really useful.
And that flips it. If you've got float.
But now, watch time is irrelevant.
It's quite cool.
Even if your short is swiped away as quickly as...
That's quite effective. So there's some really unique ones here. And of course, you wouldn't use some of them. But overall, it's nice to have these options. And perhaps they can add more in the future. So a lot of options for choosing your style. And once you're done, you will go to Captions. Now, here you can adjust some of your words to make them fit in the right place. You can add emojis, you can add additional text, sound effects. There's a lot going on here. They've definitely taken inspiration from other platforms that I've used, perhaps Vedu AI, but they have taken inspiration from there and other good platforms. But there's nothing wrong with that because it works really well, and actually the processing speed and everything is a lot faster than some of the platforms I've used. So basically what you can do is you can change the words here. If I clicked on one, you can add in a line break and change the color. So if I wanted that particular word to be green, for instance, so when that plays.
So your YouTube Shorts views have recently...
Okay, that's not the best example because I'm already using green. So let's go back to, let's try red.
So your YouTube Shorts views have recently exploded.
You might have not seen that, but it was red. Some of the other cool features here are you have the ability to click on any of these times. So if I click there, it will take you to that particular section or part of the video where you can then adjust it. So that's a quick way of going to certain clips. You can also add an emoji. So if I wanted exploded, I can add an emoji, put in something like explosion, and we can add that in. Now, if we play this part of the clip,
views have recently exploded.
You will see the emoji at the end of exploded, so that's quite cool. You can also change certain words. So if I clicked on this little T button for text, you can then change the font size of that particular clip with the words in it and the position as well. So that will only adjust that particular clip. Now, one other nice feature is you have the ability to add a sound effect on whatever clip. So let's say we want this one for exploded. You'll just go there and there are some nice ones to choose. Some of the popular ones as well. And because that says exploded, let's check out Fine Boom. And I think we'll add that in and then go to close and let's check that out.
Views have recently exploded.
And there you go. Did you hear that? What would be really nice if you could put it on individual words, but it's no real big deal. And because the clips are so short, you wouldn't even really notice. Some other features are you can import an SRT file. You can then go to settings here and you can add in the punctuation. So that's already toggled on. You can also use the find and replace. So if the AI hasn't picked up on a particular word and it's used quite a lot through your video, you can change it and it will auto adjust it to the right word. So that's quite cool. I haven't seen that in other platforms and it's really handy to have that. You can also add in an auto emoji so that AI will sift through all the text, all the clips, and it will add in emojis where it thinks they should go. So if we go to auto emoji, and you'll see here there's a little dinosaur there, but I'm not quite sure why that is. And here we've got a little two eyes, so that would be in relation to watch. And then we've got crazy here. We've got a little dinosaur here, for tail. Then we've got new and another dinosaur. So overall, it's pretty accurate apart from a couple. And if we go to play,
Haven't they? But the problem is, they're kind of fake. On March the 31st, 2025, YouTube changed the way. This is why everyone's Shorts views, including ours, are going crazy. But
okay, so you might have seen that the emoji is quite small, and that's okay because if you click that little settings icon, you can change the size of it, the position. So I might want it to go up so it shows better. So there's some great options here, but it would be nice if you could kind of globally add that to other clips instead of individually going through each one. Okay, so next up we have B-rolls, and it's added in some auto clips here with the timestamps and also some text which is relevant, I would guess, to that particular time. So what we can do is we can auto B-rolls, and if we click that, the AI will work its magic and it will put in B-rolls or pictures or videos where it thinks they should go. I've seen this in other platforms and it doesn't work great, and maybe if the text is not ideal, the AI won't recognize it and it will add in a random picture. So I wouldn't trust auto B-rolls, but you can always remove them like that, and then you can come in here and you could either upload your own video, which is good. You can choose the positioning, you can have it cover the whole video, contain it, or rounded. So that's some nice few options to have. You can add in an image with the same options, and this one's for the video, the previous one. Now, if you click in this box here, you will come across this pop-up, and it's powered by Pexels, so they're using their API. So you can search for videos from Pexels, and you can also upload your own videos here, and it's the same for images. So it could be good to have another service that they can use, such as Unsplash. I think they've got an API, or even some stock further down the line for better quality. So on the next tab we have Boost, and what you can do here is, if we go back, you have your branding that you can add. So if you toggle that on, you can select your logo, the size, opacity, the positioning, and that way you can add almost like a watermark to your videos. And that's really nice, but I can't access this because it's a paid feature, so unfortunately I can't show you exactly how that works. But you can also add in an AI hook title. And this basically means that before the video begins, it will have a hook that people will see. So here it's got an example. It's got YouTube Shorts views, are they real or fake? Which is actually in relation to this video. You can hit regenerate for the AI to create another version. You can just come in here and singularly add different words, change the color, add emojis, and I quite like that. And that will make the hook title look more effective. And most of the time you want it to show title on first frame only. So if we go to the very beginning, you'll see here the title. Then of course you can come down and you can change the font. So you might want it to be a bit more readable. So Poppins is good. You might want it as semi-bold to be bigger. And you'll see that actually it tries to keep it in line with the Shorts optimization. You can change the positioning, add in strike color. All of the stuff that I showed you in the styles section is available, and you can even add in a cover image. I've already clicked generate, and if you have the boost options on, it won't work if you're on the free trial. So if you have the boost option off, you can generate your video, and I've done just that. And now it has been completed. We can go to view, and now you'll see your video here.
So your YouTube Shorts views have recently exploded, haven't they? But the problem is, they're kind of fake.
And that's basically it. And you can click to download the thumbnail of the generated video, or just click download, and then you'll have your shorts video with all your subtitles and adjusted content. So that's basically how RenderCut works, and it has some really good features that other platforms don't have. It also is fast and easy to use, and I really like it. They also have some updates here, so a vision, which is good. There's also questions that people have asked, and the founder or the RenderCut team are very quick to respond, which I always like to see. Reviews, overall it's got 17, and literally all of them are 5-star. People wishing there was a tier 4, which you never know, they might add. So really good stuff here. Okay guys, so the final question will be, do I think that RenderCut is worth it? I would say a big fat yes. It does one thing, and it does it extremely well, to the point I'd say it's better than any other platform for this one feature. And of course it has some very nice additional settings to make your subtitles and your video look a lot more engaging for viewers, which is important, especially for short form content. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video review of RenderCut, feel free to drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest videos, and I will see you on the next review.